Hey everybody, what's going on? It's B-Biff1 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 24 of Winning a National Championship with Every Team. I hope you guys have enjoyed the 2 episodes week. I'm thinking I'm probably going about 3 episodes per week now, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for this, just to try to get these going here, because we are getting close to the National Championship. Again, Monday will be the special 2-episode special with Ohio State and Notre Dame being in the national championship. I'm pretty sure those are the schools that are going to be in the national championship. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's Notre Dame and Ohio State. Why was I thinking it was someone else? I'm stupid. It's fine. I'm only stupid on certain days. Anyways, new episode means new team. We need a new team to have, and that team is going to be. We still got a lot of teams. We still got a lot of good teams as well. And it looks like we are going to get San Diego State. So San Diego State is going to be the team that we are taking over. I think they're in the Mountain West. San Diego State is an 80 overall already and a 2-star prestige. So that's kind of decent. He is a strategist coach as well. So let's take a look at this team. Let's take a look at our coaches, see what we're working with here as we start year number 1, and then go into a couple more seasons here with San Diego State. I did not mean to go into recruiting immediately to start. Taking a look at coach abilities, looks like we do have recruiter and tactician. Looks like we can do quarterbacks and wide receivers. And then we have visits for offense, if anything. Offensive coordinator does have motivator a little bit going, so that's good, and some scheme guru stuff. And then defensive coordinator has some recruiting for the defense and for master motivator. And I guess that's a good start here. We'll probably fire our offensive coordinator and then go after, maybe keep our defensive coordinator. I don't know. But, yeah. And checking out the team, let's see what we need here. I did not mean to do depth chart. We'll do roster. Taking a look at our quarterbacks, we do have a 79 overall. We also have a 75 backup, along with a 74 freshman at 83 speed. That's not terrible. It might be the future. I don't know. 98 speed halfback, but he is a senior. That does kind of suck, but fortunately, he was probably one of the fastest guys I've seen, at least for halfbacks-wise. We have a 97 wide receiver for speed-wise, and then a 90, but that's it. So we do need some speed at wide receiver. Tight ends, I mean, we could probably use a guy with speed. Left tackle is decent. Offensive line is somewhat decent, with especially our right guards. Our guards are really good. Right tackle's okay. Left ends is meh. Same, defensive lines, meh. Linebackers need some help. Corners, not looking too bad. Most of them are seniors, though, but we do have 3 freshmen. Decent free safety and decent strong safety. And we have 2 kickers, and we need a punter this season. So, all in all, I'm going to go ahead and get Season 1 recorded. I'll see everyone at the end of Season number 1. And here we are at the end of Season 1 with San Diego State. We go 8-4. Actually, a pretty solid season for this group. We did lose against Oregon State early on, but we were 5-1, including 6-1 against Washington State. Then we did lose to Boise State, then win our last 2 games against New Mexico and UNLV, and then lost our last 2 games against Utah State and Air Force. Air Force we lost by 2 in overtime. So that one was unfortunate, but I mean a solid 8-4. Unfortunately, we were 4-3 in the conference, so we're not going to make the conference championship, which is fine. But a solid season here from San Diego State. Let's see if we can win our bowl game. Jalen Milroe wins the Heisman, only throwing 1 interception on the season. We are going to be facing Notre Dame in the Hawaii Bowl, so that one, it's probably going to be a loss. But well, now we know that Notre Dame is not going to be in the college football playoff, so there is that. But I mean, still a very, very solid season from San Diego State, which is lovely. We'll take that all day. We do go 8-5, so we did lose, but coach stability is going to go up. Brand exposure, coach prestige, pro potential does go down, but all in all. We should also check our new coaches as well. Looks like we did get a really good motivator, actually a very solid motivator for our offensive coordinator. And our defensive coordinator, we got some with recruiting defense. So that's not terrible. Even got some scheme guru stuff. So that's our new coordinators, which is very, very nice. Taking a look at the bracket, looks like Michigan beats Miami in year number 1 with Clemson, UAB, Penn State, Kansas State, and Texas getting the automatic qualifiers, with Michigan, LSU, Texas A&M, Louisiana, Miami, UCF, and Ohio State making it as at-large bids. So, all in all, that's going to do it for Season 1 for San Diego State. It's on to Season number 2. So, here we are in Season 2 with San Diego State. We go 9-3, a very solid season for San Diego State. Our only losses came against Washington State in Week 2, Northern Illinois in Week 5, and then all the way against New Mexico. We almost went undefeated in the Mountain West as an 82 overall. So this team is going to get better as well. So we're not going to be, nothing too shabby, but we have a chance to win the Mountain West. Unfortunately, we're not ranked or anything, so we're not going to be in the college football playoff here in year number 2. So hopefully we can win our conference championship, and we do not. We go 9-4. On the season. Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman, only throwing 2 interceptions on the season. And we'll be playing Western Kentucky in the New Mexico Bowl. So we're not going too far. We're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season recap, see who makes the college football playoff, see who wins it. I know, I think when I saw the top 25, like 4 of the top 5 teams were battling it out for their conference title games. So kind of see how that plays out. But we did sign a wide receiver, finally. We needed that. 9-5, so we did lose our conference or our bowl game, but we did, however, go up in conference prestige, coach stability, and coach prestige. So we will take that all day, give some better stuff for us for recruiting-wise. And it looks like Penn State does beat Clemson in the national title game and in regulation, too, with Louisiana, Texas Tech, Michigan, Alabama, and Clemson making it as the automatic qualifiers, with Penn State, Pitt, Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, Oregon, and Texas A&M making it as the at-large bids. So, congrats to Penn State winning it all. And, it's going to be end of season number 2. It's going to be on to season number 3 here with San Diego State. And here we are in season number 3 with San Diego State. We go 8-4. It's still a over 500 season. We lost the first 2 against UCLA and Coastal Carolina. They did be ranked, so I guess there's that. We did beat Oregon State. We beat Toledo, Wyoming, New Mexico, and Fresno State, but then we lost to UNLV by 1 and lost to Utah State to end the season. We are going to make the conference championship here against San Jose State for the MAC, or for the Mountain West. I almost called it the MAC there for a second. I'm like, we're not in the Mountain West. We're not in the MAC. We're in the Mountain West. But let's see if we can get this win here against San Jose State to go 9-4 on the season. That'd be kind of cool if we can. We do win. We're 9-4. We go 6-2 in the conference, which is a very solid season. I think this is our only second time winning the MAC or winning the Mountain. I almost called it the MAC again. It's not the MAC. We almost went in the MAC or the Mountain West. I am unbelievable. Anyways, that was our first time winning the Mountain West. There we go. I have to slow myself down for that. But we do win the Mountain West for the first time in our 3 seasons. We're just going to go ahead, sim to the end of season recap because we're not making the college football playoff at 9-4. So we will see if we do win our bowl game and whoever wins the national championship. So all in all, we'll have that to go with. And survey says we do win. We're 10-4. Coach prestige goes up. We have barely anyone wanting to transfer. I think that's our first 10-win season. And Oregon beats Texas 35-30 with Southern Mississippi unranked. This is the second time I've seen this happen before. Alabama was the first one. Now all of a sudden Southern Mississippi does it. Wild. An unranked Southern Mississippi makes it as the 12th seed with Baylor, Pitt, Oregon, and Charlotte making it as the automatic qualifiers. So that's 2 G5 schools with Southern Mississippi and Charlotte making it. Wow, okay. With Clemson, Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Mississippi State, Virginia Tech, and Texas A&M making it as the at-large bids. But Oregon takes it home. So, all in all, that's going to end season number 3. It's going to be on to season number 4 here with San Diego State. And here we are in season number 4 with San Diego State, as I'm trying to, push in my chair. Struggling out here. We go 10-2, which is a very solid season, facing Boise State in the conference championship as well. Well, we lost our first 2 games early against Eastern Michigan, Oklahoma. We somehow upset Missouri, even though they went 1-11, which is wild. We beat Ole Miss, who ended up being ranked, and then we kind of went on a huge win streak after that loss to Oklahoma, winning 9 in a row to where we go 10-2, ranked 8th in the nation. And we got to face Boise State, so if we win today, we would be in the college football playoff with a bye. We'd be the 4 seed. If we lose, we're probably around the 10-11 seed going into the college football playoff. So we might have a chance to make our first ever college football playoff here with San Diego State, which would be very, very nice. But let's see how it goes. Let's go ahead and simulate the conference championship. And we ended up losing, so we're 10-3. Kind of expected that, not going to lie. Winning 9 in a row, we were bound to lose at some point. However, we are number 10 in the nation. That means we should make the college football playoff. And Christopher Vizina, I'm going to guess that's how you say his name, 3,800 yards, 44 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, wins the Heisman Trophy. We'll be playing Oregon in the college football playoff. This one is not going to be very fun at all. But yeah, let's get it going here against Oregon. They are actually, before that, we need to check the bracket because I'm pretty sure it did get updated after everything. So, East Carolina, Boise State, Clemson, Ohio State, and Florida. So we just switched with Boise State. Will be the automatic qualifiers with Georgia, Auburn, Nebraska, Stanford, Texas, us, and Oregon making it as at-large bids. So let's see how we do against Oregon. They went 9-3, 7-2 in the Big Ten, if I remember correctly. It's just still so weird that they're not in the Pac-12 anymore. Even when we had a season, almost a full year that's happened, it's still really weird to call them in the Big Ten. Oh, and we're playing in the snow. Wait, when is there ever snow in Oregon? Granted, there probably is. I'm just stupid, but it's fine. Let's go quarter by quarter. And our first drive ends in a punt. Their first drive ends in a touchdown. So it's 7-0 at the end of 1 here in Oregon. And it's still 7-0. We're struggling to put up any offense. It's still 7-0 here in the second half. Still nothing going for us. They get a touchdown to make this 14-0 here in the fourth quarter with them having the football. We do force a punt. We do get a big first down finally, and then we turn it over. I kind of expected this to happen, but we do again force another punt, but we actually went for it on 4th down. Hey, and I was about to say we finally score, but we don't. We turn it over again. Hey, we finally scored, but with 4 seconds left in the game, and Oregon's going to win it 14-7. Kind of a low-scoring game here in the snow. But, hey, our first, postseason or playoff appearance is not great. So, I mean, we kept Oregon close. There's that. Wasn't really much else to really go for there. I mean, we only scored once, and that was with 4 seconds left in the game. If we would have scored with that 3 minutes left in the game, we had a shot. But all in all, it just wasn't meant to be in our first run through the college football playoff here in year number 4 with San Diego State. But hey, we get a 4-star right guard from Hawaii, so that's kind of wild. But we go 10-4 on the season, ended up being 9th overall. Conference prestige, coach stability goes down, but coach prestige goes up, so that's kind of nice. And Oregon ended up winning it all. So hey, we lost the eventual champions. But yeah, so Boise State lost in the first round or second round of Georgia, not surprising. Clemson ended up losing to Oregon for the college football playoff national title. But that's going to end season number 4, season number 5. And here we are with season number 5 with San Diego State. We go 11-1, our best season so far here with San Diego State. Going 8-5, 9-5, then back-to-back 10-4 seasons. Hopefully 11-1 can be hopefully a lot better. Now, obviously, if we do win this game against Nevada, we will have a bye since we're ranked 4th in the nation, and probably have one of the top 2 byes as well. But it all depends on if we can win this game here against Nevada. And we did just that. Why did we go down in championship contender? We're 12-1. We're ranked 4th. What do you mean we're going down in championship contender? But anyways, we do win. So we do win the Mountain West for only the second time so far. So 2 out of every 5. Not the fantastic start, but it is what it is. And let's see where we're going to be sitting at for the college football playoff, and check the players as well. We did get a 4-star outside linebacker, which is kind of nice, and a strong safety. We lost another strong safety, but it's fine. At least we got one for sure. We did get head coach of the year. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that all day. We also got coordinator of the year. Let's go. Rico Douglas wins the Heisman, a sophomore quarterback from Syracuse. 49 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season. And we did get one of the best kickers as well. So we'll take it. We do have a bye in the first round. That was obvious. Eastern Michigan, Alabama, Utah, and us make it as the automatic qualifiers, with Georgia, who probably lost to Alabama, Syracuse, Ole Miss, Oregon, Notre Dame, NC State, and Wisconsin making it as at-large bids. So all in all, a nice solid season from us here. We're automatically into the second round, which so far it's the most that we have gone here with San Diego State in our 5 seasons. We do level up to level 36, so that's nice. We were like an 89 overall during the season, but I think we went down to 86 because all like the boosts go away to like in the season. But so let's see what we can do against NC State. This team is an 81 overall. We are an 86, so we do have a 5 overall advantage here on NC State in the quarterfinal game here in the college football playoff. For only second time making it in back-to-back, especially in back-to-back years too. So let's see how we can do. Let's go quarter by quarter. NC State's first drive ends in a field goal. Our first one ends in a punt. So 3-0 at the end of 1. Still 3-0. Now we get a field goal, so it's 3-3, and now it's another field goal, so 6-3 at the half here against NC State, and we start with a turnover, multiple turnovers. It's now 13-3 here in the fourth quarter with NC State having the ball. A 10-point lead. I guess they go for it. They don't get it, and now we throw a pick, but again, 4th down, they go for it again, don't get it. We score a touchdown. It's a 17-point game. They do end up scoring a touchdown, but now a huge run, and that's pretty much going to ice it. 27-10 win here over NC State. We're moving on to the semifinals with San Diego State, and that was a pretty dominating game against NC State. Pretty good there. So let's see who we do get in the semifinal game. I believe it's the winner between Utah and Oregon. Oregon did beat us last year pretty handily as well. Hey, we got a 4-star center. Nice. We'd take that. And it'll be facing, after it goes through all the Player of the Week awards, we'll be taking on Utah in the Peach Bowl here in the semifinal game. And let's see how we can do here against Utah. They're an 85 or an 86, so instead of a 5 overall advantage, we only have a 1 overall advantage here against Utah. So let's see how we do here against Utah. A win would be nice to make our first national championship game here at San Diego State. Let's go quarter by quarter here. First quarter ends with nothing for our first drive. It's 3-0 at the end of 1 after Utah got a field goal. Still a lot of punts, and now another field goal by Utah, but we get a touchdown, but so does Utah, and we get a touchdown just before half, so it's 14-13 at the end of the first half. Utah would put up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, so they're up 7 here in the fourth. And we get a fumble, so we have a chance to tie, but unfortunately we go backwards. Utah can't do anything with their next drive. 3rd and 1, we get a first, but barely. 4th down, we go for it. We don't get it. Utah puts up a touchdown to go up 2 scores. However, we get 1, and we have 5 seconds to go down the field, but it's not going to matter because Utah will beat us with San Diego State 28-21. We had a lead. We just couldn't score in the third. We only scored in 2 quarters in the second and the fourth. So, unfortunately, our season comes to an end here in the semifinals with Utah taking us down, and they'll face the winner of Michigan and Alabama to see who wins it all here in year number 5 with San Diego State. I can't be mad, though. Making the college football playoff, winning the Mountain West, getting to the semifinals, our pro potential goes up. Everything goes up as well. Even athletic facilities goes up. We're now a 3.5-star prestige, so that's nice. And it looks like Utah ended up winning against Michigan. So, again, we lost to the eventual runners-up, and it was an overtime. That would have been a hell of a game to watch. We have 40-38 win for Utah, but that's going to end season number 5. It's on season number 6 here with San Diego State. And here we are with season number 6 with San Diego State again. We go 11-1, a solid season. Our first loss was against Oklahoma. We went 11 in a row. I mean, to be honest, our only tough game was against Troy, and we only faced that one team with a winning record, along with Oklahoma. Well, and I guess Nevada and Boise State, but those were, I guess, out-of-conference games. Oklahoma was tough, and Troy as well. But other than that, it was mostly the Mountain West. But we get to face Fresno State in the conference championship. It was a pretty solid season, even though, I mean, we're going to get a college football playoff berth again to go back-to-back years again. Let's see if this time we can end with a national championship under our belt. Well, program edition goes up to a B+. We do win. We're 12-1. Our first time winning back-to-back Mountain West championships as well. So we will gladly take that. That means we do get a bye going into the college football playoff. And let's see who we would have to face in this college football playoff once we figure out everything like that. We do get a 4-star quarterback. We've been studying more 4-stars now because I believe like a 3.5-star prestige, which is nice that we're getting a lot more 4-stars. But Kofi Bullocks, 37 touchdowns, 3,400 yards, 6 interceptions. Not a bad season from him for the Heisman. We have number 3. It goes Oregon, Alabama, San Diego State, and Kansas State with the automatic qualifiers, with Jacksonville State being the other one, with Texas Tech, Arkansas, Miami, USC, Rutgers, Florida, and Syracuse making it as the at-large bids. So we're either going to face USC or Rutgers. I'm really hoping it's Rutgers because I feel like we have a better shot against Rutgers. If it's USC, it's going to be a tough game against USC. However, it was a nice with a bye. We do face Rutgers in the Fiesta Bowl. So that's great. Let's get it started here against Rutgers. I mean, they're an 83. We are an 89. This was a pretty big overall difference. That's a 6 overall difference here. And, I mean, if we win, we play Bama or another team. It's probably going to be Alabama, which is unfortunate. But hopefully we can beat Rutgers here and hopefully move on and not face Bama. Looks like we're going to start with the ball first. Let's go quarter by quarter. Our first drive ends in a punt. They turn it over. Now we get a touchdown. It's 7-0 at the end of 1. That is a good start. Now 14-0. Now it's 14-7. It's still 14-7, and it's unfortunately couldn't get the field goal off. But 14-7 at the half. It's now 14-10 with here in the fourth quarter. And we kick a field goal to start the fourth. It's now a 7-point game. Rutgers is driving pretty quickly down the field. The defense holds, though. We get a turnover on downs. They also get a turnover on downs, so a short field. And again, they go for it on 4th down and 4. They don't get it. We get a first down. This game is over. We're going to take down Rutgers 17-10 in the Fiesta Bowl and move on to the semifinal game here and hopefully not face Alabama. That's our main goal. Then again, I believe, isn't Florida down there? I just said it like not even 10 seconds ago, and I already forgot. It is Florida down there. It was Syracuse or Bama. We have a Big 12 matchup between Texas Tech and Kansas State at the top. So hopefully that we can win this game here against, hopefully it's Alabama. Here in the Sugar Bowl. So let's get it started here against Alabama. They went 11-3 on the season so far. They're at 90 overall. We are an 89. Let's see how we can do here against Alabama and try to win this game. If we win, we would move on to the national title. And that'd be big. Looks like Alabama's going to start with the football first. Their first drive ends in a punt. We get a one-play touchdown. Now another one. It's 14-0 here in the first quarter. And now it's 21-0. I didn't know when we got two more. It's 35-7. What is happening? It is 35-7 here in the second half. We have just taken control of the game. And it's a 1 overall. It's not like it's a 7 overall difference. It's 41-7. Make that 44-7. This is the most lopsided victory I think I've ever had in a college football playoff game with 44-14 win over Alabama. I think that's the first one I've ever had. I've done this for now, 20-something episodes? I think we may have had one or two that I've forgotten with, and it was like the first round against a G5 school once we were like a Power 5 or Power 4 team. But man, what a dominating performance. Let's see who we have to play in the national championship. First time making the national championship. Bobby Naylor wins the Player of the Week. He also wins National Defensive Player of the Week, so that's cool. We get Offensive Player of the Week, National Offensive Player of the Week, because there's only 4 teams. We are facing Texas Tech in the national title game. They beat Oregon and Kansas State to get here. So, yeah. But let's get started against Texas Tech. They're 15-1. We're 14-1. We can win. They're an 86. We're an 89. We just blew out Alabama. Let's see if we can do that again, but with Texas Tech this time. So here we are in the national championship game against Texas Tech. A lot of red teams that we had to play. Rutgers, Alabama, Texas Tech, but Texas Tech is going to start with a football. Their first drive ends in a punt. Our first drive ends in a touchdown. Now, we almost had another one, but we turned it over. So 7-0 lead, now 14-0. And now it's 14-3 at the half. So Texas Tech does score just before the half to make this an 8-point game, or a 9-point game or so. Yeah, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Math is hard. 11-point game is what I was going for. But right now, it's a 18-point game. Texas Tech does have the ball here in the fourth quarter. They go for it on 4th and goal. They get a touchdown to make this an 11-point game. But we now are driving. 4th down and 7. We do punt. It's still 11, 2-score game pretty much. And we get a turnover on downs. We're just running the football out. Texas Tech is taking timeouts. We get a field goal to go up 2 touchdowns. And Texas Tech throws an interception. And San Diego State, we are national champions here in year number 6. Taking it over Texas Tech. A pretty dominant performance in the last couple games as well, where we only allowed 10 points against Texas Tech and absolutely destroyed Bama to get here. But, man, a dominating performance by San Diego State here on this college football playoff run. We'll take it. And a very solid season as well. So that means another team is done. 24-10 win over Texas Tech. San Diego State is now complete. And again, we will go over the stats for everybody, just like we always do. here with the national championship team. Waddy, 3,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in his sophomore season, his first year starting. Stewart had 937 yards, 12 touchdowns. Biggest touchdown getter was Dwayne Loper with 601 yards, but 13 touchdowns. Defensive-wise, Gano led the team with 84 tackles. Connors led the team with 11 sacks. Naylor led the team with 5 interceptions and deflections, along with Wilcox. We had Verrett forced 2 fumbles, but only had 4 recoveries. We had no blocked kicks, no defensive safeties, and Bobby Naylor had 3 defensive touchdowns. I think that's the most I've ever seen in a season for somebody. Kicking-wise, Doug Harris was perfect for extra points and 82% on field goals, only missing 6. Punting-wise, 59 punts, 11 inside the 20. Not the greatest. No kick return touchdowns, which is unfortunate, but punt return touchdowns. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road for 500 subscribers, and once we hit that number, we'll do a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. No videos the next 2 days on Saturday and Sunday, so hope you guys enjoy not the college football playoff. Hope you guys enjoy the NFL playoffs, the divisional round. Hopefully your teams are still in it. I'm hoping for a Chiefs win. I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life, so 3-peat would be cool. And just know I've been around since Brody Croyle, so I've known these teams, all right. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Monday will be the special 2-team episode to celebrate the college football to celebrate the national championship with Notre Dame and Ohio State. We'll have both those teams going there. So we're going to have 2 teams next episode. And, of course, Wednesday we'll be back with with our winning a national championship, normally with the wheel coming in on Wednesday and Friday. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to be out. Peace.